Good morning and welcome to Cooley Outdoors. I'm your host, Brandon Scott, and with me again today is Narada Ridge. Today we are having a lesson in fluid trip planning. We are up at Mount Rainier going snowshoeing. The plan was to go up the, I can't think of what it was called, the Comet Falls and Van Trump Park Trail. Up to Comet Falls and maybe above Comet Falls to Van Trump Park. But it hasn't snowed enough in like the last 2 weeks to leave a nice layer of snow, and it's March. It's mid-March now, so it's getting warm. So when we parked at the Comet Falls trailhead at 3,600-ish feet or so, there was a lot of open snow patches at the trailhead. Now, yes, the base of Comet Falls is at 5,000 feet, so we would have gone up 1,500 feet and would have got better snow as we went up. But also, it's supposed to be warm and windy today, and I don't want to deal with, running into crap like that. So we are now up at the Narada Falls parking lot to go up to Reflection Lakes, but we might actually, instead of going to Reflection Lakes like we did last time around the road, we're going to, at the very least, go up and over Mazama Ridge, and if we're feeling it, we'll probably go up Mazama Ridge for a while, a ways first before going to Reflection Lakes and then coming back. So kind of the same, kind of different. Always have a plan B. Thank you for joining us. So what we may or may not be planning on doing if we go to Reflection Lakes, it is in the book, obviously, because we did the Reflection Lakes a couple months ago. Go watch that video there. But if we go up Mazama Ridge instead, it kind of is and kind of isn't in a book. You'll see what I mean in a little bit. But so you get your bearings. Here's Paradise, where everybody goes to Mount Rainier in the summer and winter. A lot of snowshoeing trails around there. Here we are at the Narada Falls parking lot. When we went to Reflection Lakes last time, when it was me, Nash, and Sabrina about a month ago or so, we went up that and swung around. And Nash and I are either going to come up and go over Mazama Ridge through the forest just for a change of scenery before dropping down to Reflection Lakes. And or when we get to this intersection, we might go up Mazama Ridge just to go play on top of the ridgeline. Because I've been up there once or twice, and it's a nice change of pace. It's all forest. Eventually, you'll get views of the mountain, which is that direction. And you also get views down Reflection Lakes. So that's pretty much what we're doing, depending on which way we go. So Reflection Lakes, obviously, is in this book. 62, too far. Record Lake, 74, too far. 70, Mazama Ridge, Pinnacle 7. So Reflection and Louise Lakes, obviously we did that last time. Shouldn't be a huge need to talk about it much. 1.5 miles, depending on which way you go. Like I said, either we went around that way, we might go up and over this way. We could also go continue further to Louise Lakes or go up Pinnacle Peak Trail. Pinnacle Saddle's its own thing. Now Mazama Ridge, more difficult, 6 miles, 5 hours, 900 feet. But in this book, it has you starting from Paradise, going to Myrtle Falls, and swinging around and coming down. Whereas we're starting down here at Narada and going to swing up. So it's kind of is, kind of isn't. We can also go up to a panorama point, but I don't feel like doing that today. So that's what we're doing. So, because I don't think I showed it last time, the Narada Falls parking lot is right over there. This is the warming hut they have open for most of the winter for warming hut reasons. And you just come up here. You can either put your snowshoes on down there and the road's covered in snow, or walk up here, put your snowshoes on up here, and then you go that way into the woods. And Inspiration Point is up there. When we were here last time, I took a long exposure from there, looking up towards Mount Rainier. But yeah, slapping snowshoes on, and we're gonna scoot that direction in a couple of minutes. So, Reflection Lakes again, maybe. What's gonna make it different this time versus last time? Well, there's no Sabrina with us, and we may or may not actually go to Reflection Lakes. But if we do, we'll take a different route. Otherwise, it's pretty much the same. The weather is the same. It's going to be sunny, and more than likely above freezing by the time we get to the lake.
and it's mid-March, so it's going to be warmer to begin with. The only real downside is you'd think this time of year would be the greatest snowpack, and I'd have to check the numbers, but it's not appearing to be a great snowpack here, which gives me worries for this upcoming summer. But nothing we can do about that right now. So the trail. Didn't watch the first time we snowshoed to Reflection Lakes. What's the scoop? Well, as you can tell by the snow sticks and the path trudged through the snow by many snowshoers before us. Bunny prints. This is a well-traveled, very popular trail. Mile and a half, one way to Reflection Lake. You gain about 300-ish feet if you stick to Inspiration Point. And if you stick to Inspiration Point, the only real elevation gain is this first part, making it to the Stevens Canyon Road. Otherwise, it's flat. You're on a paved roadway. It's not covered in snow. It's easy. It's popular. If you want to get into snowshoeing, this would be the trail I'd start out on. Not that snowshoeing is inherently all that difficult. I mean, as you can see, there's no special technique to it. You just strap the snowshoes on and start a walking. And that's pretty much all there is to it. Dress for the cold, especially to let people know where you're going and all the other dangers that come with the cold and the snow. Otherwise, pretty easy activity. A little more physically demanding than hiking because you're going to be wearing more clothing, more weight, more calories, and especially your snow boots and your snowshoes are going to be a bit clunkier than just wandering around in your tennis shoes or your hiking boots. So you are going to get more of a workout in. But other than that, there's nothing too difficult about it. Just got to get out and go do it. The wind is supposed to be a factor as the day goes on. I have not figured out how to correctly hook up a mic to a GoPro yet without ruining its waterproof ability or ease of carry. So wind noise may be a factor today. Mountain's got a hat on. So we just got done coming up this third of a mile up from the parking lot. The steep wooded section. Took about 20 minutes. Paused to lose a layer. And now we'll cruise the Paradise Valley Road. Technically this is the Stevens Canyon Road. The Paradise Valley Road hasn't popped in yet, but we'll be turning left on the Paradise Valley Road to go up onto Mazama Ridge instead of cruising the flatway inspiration point. Like I was saying earlier, going up and over Mazama Ridge to Reflection Lake is technically the way the Park Service prefers it. So they have the trail marked so you don't get lost on it, because they want you to avoid the avalanche slopes that flank Inspiration Point. Obviously, if there's an easy flat way and an up and down way, and they both take the same amount of distance to get to the same destination, most of the time people are going to take the easy way, especially when the avalanche danger is low like it is today. And yeah, I'm guilty of that too. Probably like a 70-30 split or so whenever I would go to Reflection Lake. Most of the time it would be straight ahead to Inspiration Point. But today, I'm gonna go up, go try and find some solitude, go up and over Mazama Ridge. So here's that intersection. That's the end of this, the Paradise Valley Road. I'm just gonna come over here so everyone can get a good look at the sign. Reflection Lakes via Mazama Ridge. 1 mile to the left, avoids avalanche slopes above Narada Falls. Like I was saying, same distance either direction. That's flat, which is the perk, but the downside is avalanche slopes. So if it was a lot warmer, like say it was going to be 55 degrees out when we're out here in shorts and t-shirts doing this, would be a real bad idea to go that way, especially if it was the first warm week of the season, melting all the snow, because then the avalanche danger would be high, and that would be a death wish. But I feel like going that way this time around, so away we shall go. Well, I'm showing how infrequent even I do this trail. I thought it was a quick little jaunt along the Paradise Valley Road to the intersection. I totally forgot you had to come up, hit the switchback set, and I believe the in-trail intersection's up there somewhere. Totally forgot about that part. Usually because when we do this, we go Inspiration Point, Reflection Lakes, and then we come down this way. We've only gone up this way once or twice, and then when we have, we've gone up Mazama Ridge. So again, I've only done it once or twice this direction, so I forget. Usually I kind of like half fall asleep on this way on the way home, on the way back, because it's the end of the day. It's flat, downhill, it's just like zombie zone. But it's all right. Occasional brisk breeze kicks up. Hey Nash. Hey Nash. I forgot to tell you to look for more sticks. I forgot to tell you to look for another stick up here. I kind of figured. Usually there's a sign here though. Anyway, mountain's there. Mazama Ridge is that way. Probably 3/4 of a mile to go up and over and drop into Reflection Lakes. Yeah, there's multiple sticks. Oh yeah. That's a pretty decent shot of the mountain, if I do say so myself.
Little pancake sitting on it.
Yeah. So there is a storm supposed to be rolling in tonight, which is going to kick up the winds later this afternoon. And then overnight, supposed to get like foot and a half of snow at these elevations. So My money is on they won't open the gate tomorrow, hence why we're doing this today. And tomorrow we'll go try and find something else to do if the weather behaves enough, because I'd like to go out in the fresh snow and ski, but we'll just have to see what it does and how it does. Like I was saying earlier, this route up and over Mazama is marked with snow poles because this is the way they want everybody to go. Plus you don't really need to mark walking along a road. It's pretty self-explanatory what direction to go. Even though this is their preferred direction, I like it because you feel more secluded on this route. You're not up at Paradise where everybody goes to tromp around. And yes, you're going to Reflection Lakes where everybody else goes to tromp around.
Shortcut.
Except I don't remember where the trail goes. I think the trail continues that way and then cuts way over.
This way.
If you want, I don't care.
I'll destroy my legs. Why not?
It's a good workout. But like I said, nobody on their sane mind is gonna do this when Inspiration Point is available and safe. So you really kind of disappear into it all. Plus, the snowshoe routes usually carve into the hillsides quite gloriously. And I'd much rather work my way up a forested ridgeline than cruise along a boring open road. Sometimes. This is where you really feel the difference between hiking and snowshoeing, is these long, slogging uphill grades. It's alright. Our out of shape butts need to get in shape for summer. And if we have to sweat and curse our way up and over Mazama Ridge, then so be it.
We're going back down the road.
Yeah, probably go around on Inspiration. Ooh! I think it's just a broken strap. Yep. Broken strap. Somebody else's snowshoe strap broke. Hence why our snowshoes got blue fire hose on it. Because eventually the rubber's just gonna get brittle and snap. Oh. Yeah. I definitely remembered this climb. And it sucks.
What a pain.
It's good for you. We're almost to the top though, and then it's a coast down to the lake.
Should have brought our sleds. Right into a tree well.
Yeah, going 20 miles an hour, just
Yeah.
gonna keep on yeeting by. I do have memory from childhood. One of the times we went down this instead of going up, Mom was having a heck of a time figuring out this switchback, and it is kind of steep and intimidating, so caution of that. But I mean, every step higher you get, a break in the trees, a little more snow on the trees, a little better view of the mountain. And we're not likely to see more than a couple of people versus the dozens going around Inspiration Point. Oh, goodness gracious. Should be flattening out here pretty soon. I think I'm gonna pause the camera. I think that's just the snow patrol.
Yeah, like going back to the switch back.
So, we have reached the saddle, Inspiration Summit, or wherever it's called on the map. It really was just that one big steep incline. Like right after I paused it, we got up to this flat part, and I took a long exposure and a time lapse of the clouds ripping over the mountain. That'll be up on YouTube right there. Anywho, we have reached the intersection at the top of Mazama Ridge. I believe it's called Inspiration Summit. As you can see, the sign says Paradise, aka, and also back down Narada Falls that way. Reflection Lakes will continue on that way. But because we're having such a good time,
People behind us.
we'll go up along the ridge for a little while and see if we can find some even better views and some more solitude. So we're going straight for a little bit, but we'll come back and go down to Reflection Lakes. It says unmarked, and as you can see, there appears to only be 2 sets of snowshoe tracks going this direction, so even more solitude incoming. And I think I'll actually shut my app and just let you listen to us crunch through the snow for a little bit.
We go uphill more. Turn around.
Oh yeah, it's all gonna be uphill-ish. We're just following the ridge line. Like I said, there's no real objective here. We're just
Just exploring.
cruising. This sunny spot feels good.
Yeah. I like when those trees can open up in the snow.
I know eventually there's supposed to be really good views in the up on the Paradise side. It's like a knife edge, so you get views of everything. Which, on a sunny day like today, maybe we should have done that instead. But oh well. I'm sure that sounds terrible on the GoPro mic.
Or the wind.
Uh-huh. But the sunshine feels good. Want to keep going further, or are you done?
Let's just go. Let's go to the lake.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I'll turn this off then. Intersection is there. We're heading downhill that direction. I let Nash go away the head. I can't hear snowshoes anymore. So either he stopped or he's just out of earshot. We're gonna say goodbye to the mountain and hopefully hello to the Tatoosh Range. I really like this section from the summit down to Reflection Lakes. It goes through broken forest and open meadows, and it doesn't matter what the weather, like if it's snowing hard or if it's sunny and clear like this, it's just really pretty. There he is. I'll get a picture of him. Stay there, I'm gonna get a picture of you. Alright, now we scoot. You waiting for people to come up? Huh? Oh, okay. See, for every up, there's an equal down, and the downs are really pretty. This makes me really want to go do that waterfall run Dad, Jared, and I did last summer when Jared, or 2 summers ago before Jared went back to North Dakota. When we started up at Chinook Pass and ended up down at Ohanapikosh.
We went to the swimming hole.
Huh?
We went to the swimming hole in your undies.
No, that was different. Oh, yeah, I swam in underwear there
Yeah,
also.
that was the one, wasn't it?
Yeah. You weren't there though.
No, I remember the video.
No, but there's just something about going downhill through this subalpine / montane forest that's just so perfect.
Yep, it's just so stupid pretty. It's a knee killer, but it's pretty.
And it could be dead of winter or it could be in the middle of summer with all the flowers and stuff out. It doesn't matter. I will struggle up every ridgeline I can just to enjoy the downhill afterwards. Huh. This is a lot steeper than I remember. Probably because I'm used to going down it and not up it. On the flat land, there's the lake over there. So now we'll pop out onto the lake here shortly. And the breeze. Which is... Huh?
Wind chill feels really good this summer.
I know. We'll have to make sure we sit in the sun for lunch today. Alrighty. Tatoosh Range. So, pointy one. It's Pinnacle. I probably went over this the last time we went to Reflection Lake. Pinnacle. I believe to the left of Pinnacle is, oh, I want to say Castle. But let's just pull the map out and look.
That left?
Yeah, directly to its left. Whip out the old, not that one, not Apple Maps. Apple Maps is useless. Pinnacle, yes, it is. It's the castle. So you got the twin pointy ones. Pinnacle's on the right, the actual pointy one, and the chunky one is Castle. And further off to the left, we may or may not be able to see it, is Unicorn, which is kind of the end of the Tattooshes. It's all the way over there. And then going off to our right, which we may be able to see, is going to be Plumber, Denman, and then Eagle Peak. Which Eagle, there's a trail to the top too. And then to the right of Pinnacle, and that low point, there is a trail that goes up there, and you can snowshoe it too. It's like turns into like a 6 mile day. So that would be something we'd have to like assume the gate's going to be open, be up early enough for when the gate opens at 9, and then crush it, which I've always wanted to do and get up there because it'd be cool. Especially on a sunny day like this, you'd be able to see Hood and Adams and St. Helens from up there.
How's it going?
Doing good, yourselves? Mountain coming out. Trying to. I'll see if the mountain was coming back out yet, if we cleared the ridge line enough yet. Yeah, I see that. Oh yeah, buns and thighs. I think I see the break in the trees we're looking for. Yep. Yep, there's the lake. You want to go over there instead and look at the Tattooshes instead of Rainier?
Yeah, because we did Rainier last time.
Okay, that's fine. Don't matter to me. Good, that'll give me a different thing to take a long exposure of since I already have an exposure of Rainier. Although this time we've got clouds rolling over Rainier, but oh well. The Tattooshes don't get enough love. The only bad part is the sun's right on top of them. Let's go to the... Yeah, let's go sit over here a little further. I see exactly where I want to go. Ooh, that snow patch there has gotten slushy. Crunch, crunch, crunch. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, right here. Yep, I like this spot. Somewhere in here. So, as you can tell, we have made it to our destination of Reflection Lake. Most times you see Reflection Lake, you're staring at the reflection of Rainier because that's in the summer when the lake is melted. And normally, yes, when I come do the snowshoe in winter, we sit over there to stare at the mountain. But I feel like looking at something else today and sit with my face in the sun and enjoying the sun today. So we're gonna sit over here on the north side of the shore looking south at Pinnacle Peak and the castle. So we are almost back to the parking lot. I decided I wasn't gonna film any of the road portion going from Reflection Lake around Inspiration Point. A, because it had clouded over and you weren't gonna see half the mountain. And B, if you want to see that, a better version of that, go watch the other video. But filming this second part because we're full of energy, because Paradise River over there, right after you drop in off the road heading back to the parking lot, that first couple hundred feet there's a pair of waterfalls. So took long exposures of the two waterfalls. They're called Ruby Falls and Washington Cascades. I will put their long exposure links there under their names so you can see what we were checking out at, but pretty much that's gonna be the end of it for today. Very pretty and scenic. Yes, I see the heart. Paradise River. Nash and I are jazzed up because we probably spent close to 2 hours taking a nap in the sun on the shore of Reflection Lake and then cruising snowshoes. And we saw one party of people from the whole time we sat at Reflection Lake. There were some other people on the other side of the lake that were leaving as we sat, shortly after we sat down. And after that, we haven't seen a single soul till we went around Inspiration Point, and there were some people going to Inspiration Point, which is weird. It was a nice day and it's a popular trail, but we'll take it. So I think that'll pretty much wrap it up for us. I'm not even gonna do those awkward outro videos. I'm just gonna do it now, start doing it now like this. So that'll wrap it up for Nash and I doing Reflection Lakes via Mazama Ridge snowshoeing. Leave a like on the video if you liked it. Leave a dislike if you didn't like it. Please let me know why you did or did not like it. Or otherwise leave a comment down below. The likes and the comments help with the algorithm to get more views so more people can see it. And go watch the long exposure videos. Have a good one and see you next time. Ciao.